Yeah, I think it all just kind of started from a couple random ideas, especially convenience was one of our big components of it. We wanted something easy to eat on the go, and originally it was pretzel sticks, but then we thought of just doing pretzels in general. And
we hadn't fully prepared when we first opened, so we had a very, very difficult first week upon opening our business.
Since we had quite a few problems going on, first and foremost was the lack of knowledge on how to roll a pretzel and how to form a pretzel, also on how to make the dough.
I've never worked with dough in my life, and so I don't bake, and so we were producing these large batches of dough, and in the beginning either the dough was, like a rock, or it was just like Play-Doh where it was way too soft.
So we had dough rising like crazy. We'd open up the fridge and there'd just be dough spilling out of our containers because we put too much yeast in it. But also we weren't able to keep up with the demand of students. There were a lot of students coming up to our booth wanting food, and we'd only be able to supply so many pretzels to them.
We wanted to increase the price because we had a really high demand. We should have started with higher prices at the beginning, just like to start with. Because lowering prices looks more appealing to people when you buy. But we raised the prices, and at first people would come to the booth and they'd ask us like, "You raised your prices?" And we're like, "Yeah, we did."
That first week was definitely an eye-opener onto a few of the issues that we were definitely having as a company. With our preparation in making pretzels, we decided to start implementing training for each person before they operated at the booth, and selling capacity. We're actually developing and selling and providing our product to the customer.
So we started out with $840, and the reason that was a smaller amount is because we miscalculated the inventory we were going to need the first week. We put less money into marketing than we probably should have.
I think as far as the budget, next time before someone assigns a budget, definitely contact all the head members of each department. Many times we weren't able to do what we want due to lack of money.
So the first marketing team, they were really good at content creation. So a lot of what they did, they created on their own. They did videos, they did posters, so they didn't need to spend quite as much.
We were in the marketing team our first rotation, and we all sat down day one and we said, okay, what do we want our marketing plan to be? What are our goals? What do we want to achieve? What is the image we want to communicate of our company? We had digital marketers, people who understand social media, videographers, photographers, designers, what have you, and so all different realms of experience. But none of us had really run a business before or done anything along those lines. At least I know I didn't. And it was really cool to see people with these talents come together and make a lot of good content. We had lower costs for our marketing budget to begin with because we had people who could do the designs themselves, people who did those great videos themselves. And so a lot of the content that was seen to begin with, we didn't have to reach out to anyone else but ourselves to be able to do it. And so I was really proud of the team to be able. Anthony did a phenomenal job being able to reach out to a lot of people, get a lot of interaction initially without having to follow every single person that we interact with. I think something that we overlooked is how successful R&D and new product releases are in marketing. Some of the best events and best days that we had were when we released a new product and we promoted the heck out of it. And we released the Oreo pretzel, and that was probably the highest sales day that we still have on our calendar. If you're not doing R&D and you expect people to continue to come to your booth and enjoy it just with a single product, you're not going to see a lot of results. And you can't just continue to try to see results off of one release of a product. We saw the Oreo pretzel was good. We wanted to continue to get sales just off of that, but we needed to release more.
The rose course was really hard for me. Almost peed my pants, and the pole was shaking the whole time, and the lady did not understand when I told her to please let me down. I just wasn't connecting with her. I feel like that could be better addressed next time, but yeah.